Afternoon CFM, this is Coach Matt. It's our Saturday workout. This is Hundo, this is a gym benchmark. Intent for today's workout is a longer but lighter cardio grind coupled with the wall ball, which is a challenging squatting thrusting movement, although the weight should still remain relatively light. I know when you're tired, wall balls do not feel light, right? So it is 25 reps of those during the workout, but just make sure we're picking an appropriate weight that allows us to get through it with relative consistency. All right, so warm up, we're gonna go 2 rounds through. Start with 1 minute of your choice warm up pace cardio, and we're gonna do some air squats with a pause at the bottom. So stop at the bottom, use your elbows to pry your knees apart, stretch those hips, ankles, right? And then stand tall, squat back down, again, another pause. All right, we're gonna do 5 reps of that. When you're done with that, we have a light band, the smallest band we got. We're doing our band face pull. This is a good rotator cuff strengthening exercise. So hands about shoulder width apart, and I'm pulling and twisting over the top of my head. When I pull over the top of my head, try not to shift backwards like this. Try to keep your hips in the same position and just use your shoulders. See if you can feel that tendency of the body to wanna lean backward as you do that, and fight that natural tendency to take the stress off of the rotator cuff and put it onto your hips, right? We are trying to work the rotator cuff, so make sure your hips stay totally steady for that one, all right? Handstand kick-ups, you can do these anywhere you want to. You can do a single handstand hold if you want to for 30 seconds, or you can just do some kick-ups like that on the floor, kick-ups against the wall walk-ups, get upside down, hold your body weight on your hands, total of 30 seconds, no more than that, all right? And then forward somersaults, and then the advanced version would be to do your handstand into your forward somersault. So you could start off with your handstand and then tumble into your forward somersault if you want to do the advanced version of that, all right? Any way you do it, I want you to do some vestibular stimulation and a little bit of tumbling, okay? The workout, 4 rounds for time. We're gonna start with a 750 meter row or a 600 meter run. Does not matter which one you start with, but switch them every time. So don't do 2 rows back to back, and don't do 2 runs back to back. Just alternate which goes where, all right? So 750 meters on the rower. So think in the realm of 3 to 4 minutes is usually a reasonable time for that. 3 minutes for a 750 meter row is a 2-minute pace, right? So that's that's too fast for some people, not fast enough for others, but it's a reasonable average. So anywhere in that 3 to 4 minute range for the row is what you want to do. And then 25 reps of our burpee. So burpee all the way to the ground, and then leave the ground at the top of the burpee. Next is going to be that run or the row, whichever one you didn't do, and again in that range. So a 600 meter jog in the range of 3 to 4 minutes is a reasonable pace. So think about that as far as our total time domain. And then the last one is our wall balls. Again, it's going to be 25 reps. Pick a weight. I want you to have a shot at doing this unbroken on your first set. 25 wall balls. I know it sounds like a lot. If you have to break it up one time, that's fine, but I want you to have a shot at it and find the rhythm. The better your rhythm is for both the movement and your breath control, the more reps you will be able to do without stopping, okay? So if you hold your breath, or if every rep is so heavy that you have to like jump and then you can barely catch it and you're off balance, that takes more energy away from you than you think, right? And then the rest in between those reps doesn't really feel like rest, because you're kind of being forced to rest because you missed the rep. So do it in such a manner that allows you to control when you rest. So like if you do 13, rest a little bit, and then 12 or 15, rest a little bit, and 10, that's a great rhythm to get into. And the skill that we want to develop on that is that you never get knocked off your rhythm because you're so tired that you miss the target or take a stutter step. That, when you get to that point, is really, really hard to recover from. So if you can rest while you're still in control of your movement, in control of your coordination, you'll recover faster and you'll get the whole thing done in a quicker or shorter amount of time. Better workout for you overall, all right? And that is Hundo, and that is the end of the week. I'll see you guys on Monday.